Okay, we got to get this camera set up. It does say Brio. Stunning 480p. There it is. Okay, default mic. Why is it so? Wow, that's bad. So I was trying to get Davinci Resolve started up over here on the other one because I had it. Hey, Matt.
Yo, how it, Jim?
I had Davinci running on the dual screen thing, you know, and I was trying to get it to run on just the laptop.
Ooh, how's a laptop go running it?
It does just fine, but you see a lot less on one screen.
Yeah. When you get spoiled with two screens, going back to one screen is like, oh god. I mean, it's totally doable and there's nothing wrong with it. But when you get spoiled with anything, it's like driving a Mercedes and then driving a banged up 72 Mini or some shit. It's like, oh my god, I need that Mercedes back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just start to get to know what the hell you're doing.
It makes the workflow easier on two screens, everything's spread out more, and it's just even when it comes to StreamYard, just having the other YouTube channel up there. And this is where I found it useful when I was learning a lot about DaVinci, is having that tutorial on that other screen while I had the other screen open and had DaVinci open in front of me. So much easier than trying to swap screens and then going back and trying it and then going back to the tutorial. Oh my god.
So anyway, this is what maybe I should do that first. Let me unshare the screen. I picked up the SpyderCheckr 24 because I wanted to see if these things were in fact any good. Because as you and I were talking about, every camera has its different combinations with the lenses, like what it's going to look like. Like the magenta came out when I put that 100 millimeter lens, the Olympus 100.
Yeah.
No, that was the Olympus 45 on the X5S. It came out with the highway, had all the magenta on it.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Yeah.
But these things are supposed to, if you put these in your shot, they're supposed to color correct the shots to themselves. Like you could use this on a GoPro.
Really?
Yeah. Now, let me go back over to the screen share and show you what I am talking about. Application window, DaVinci. All right. If you go to DaVinci down here in the bottom, right there where it says color match, you see that?
Yep.
Now, if I have this color checker in the shot, I can just line up the colors. 1, 2, 3, and it'll auto correct it.
It's unreal because the auto coloring normally under normal circumstances looks pretty poo, Now
it really does. You can't touch the color chips, by the way. And this is the correct way to do it because you see you have white on one side and black on the other.
Yeah.
And that coincides with what you see on the screen. And then the other side, you got your gray card. What Kelvin did you shoot it in?
I'll be buggered. Yeah, right, eh?
And then when you hit if you look at the line right there, it says the X-Rite Color Checker Classic Legacy, but there is a list of cards you can use. Well, it's showing it on my screen, but it's not showing it on yours.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that again because I want you to see the ones you can use. Out of all of them, this is... Hey, Art.
Hey, Jim.
This is the least expensive.
And Jim. Okay, hey, Jim.
No, it's still not showing them all. Why would that be? I've got it unfurled. You know, I'm clicking the checkbox and it lists all the cards it works with. Oh, that's a pain because it uses all the X-Rite cards and DSC Lab, Chroma. Anyway, that's a shame.
Okay.
But you get the idea.
I'm gonna have to do a screen share or some shit with you, you know, later on, and have a good look at that and see what's possible with it. That'll be interesting.
What I was doing was I was having some fun with my power windows. And I sat there and brought out on a construction site just the red rebar and just the red, the yellow of the crane. What the hell?
Did you do a video on that?
No. You know, people don't say that they're interested.
Huh.
Now, where is the timeline? Let's show that timeline. How come we can't show that? Hey, there's Ron. Ron, I just showed that card. Let me pull this down because I want to show what you got too. This was the color checker card that you use in any of your shots.
Yeah.
And then it lines up to Davinci this way. Any camera.
Really?
Yeah. And then you go to Davinci like this. And you see the color tablets in the bottom, the color chips?
Right.
Yep.
And you just match them up to this will be in your picture online. So when you first start your video or take a picture, just take 10 seconds of video of this baby, put it in there so you can line it all up, all the colors and your grayscale for your white balance. It's just one way of doing it.
That's crazy, man. How much are they?
This was 50.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And believe me, that's cheap.
Oh yeah, I've seen some horrendous prices. Absolutely.
The X-Rite Passport was like 150.
Wow.
I can't see the chat either. I've got to say good day to everyone in the chat. I can't see anyone, but anyway, hi.
Yeah. Hey Matt, good to see you.
Good
day,
to see
mate.
you too, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. Another 10-hour day at work, and it snowed all day today.
Yeah, oh, did it? Oh yeah, Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Light
she's
snow
pretty-
all day. We had about an inch of snow today. Ron, good to see you.
Yep. Good to see
Gary.
you.
Gary
Doing
says
all
hello,
right.
everybody else.
He,
Hey, Carol.
Oh dear. Pierre Carroll, how are you, Peter?
So, Ron, word on the streets was that you got a little something. Did you want to share that or no?
Sure.
oh, good.
All new.
Ooh.
The
It's the
360 One X2.
Ooh.
It's the new version from the X1. Pretty much the 360 One X2. It's the new version from the X1. Pretty much the 360 One X2.
who is that we're hearing that from?
Oh, I wonder.
It's
That would be
probably
Adrian.
Adrian's mic screwing up again.
Oh, his mic was catching the speakers.
Yep.
Does that?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Adrian.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, mate.
No.
why
can't
wouldn't
hear
we
you.
be able to hear you? You're
No.
on a microphone.
So you say, how you doing, fellas? And nobody said nothing, jackass.
Because we were getting this loud echo and hearing the rebroadcast of the.
Broadcast?
Yeah, that's. I was going to say that. Have another wine. It's a bit early for wine, isn't it, mate?
I
Yeah.
haven't had any wine yet.
Well, I would have actually admitted to the fact that I had, to be honest, with that word.
What's up, Steve Carpenter? How you doing, Gary?
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
Ron, how does that snap on? How's
Uh,
that
this,
go on the
That's
drum?
what she said.
yeah. No, this is actually, it has a 1/4 thread down at the bottom. I just have it on a little tripod. I haven't got that selfie stick yet. It's a good little camera. So, I mean, I've only had it 24 hours.
Cool.
It'll shoot 5.7K at 30, 4K at 30, 24, and 25. It'll shoot 3K at 100. So if you're into doing any slow motion with it, it'll do time lapse, a hyperlapse. It'll do a burst mode that has an HDR mode, which actually is pretty nice. I've actually tested that today. You can shoot in 360. You can do pano. You can do just a regular standard photo, 360 photo, obviously. You can shoot in 360 or basically what they call 150. In other words, you can just have just the one lens working. It has adjustable white balance. You can set. It has a shutter priority, which is kind of nice. I'm trying to think of what else. Video bit rate is up at 100 or 120, which is pretty good for a little camera like that. I shot, Cher may have seen this on Facebook today, but kind of interesting.
Already.
I got it.
How you doing, Matt?
Good, mate. How's yourself?
Now,
Hey, Angela.
I'm good.
save this in just a regular JPEG. I mean, this is inside my living room. It looks like I live in a mansion. But if you shoot it or put it back into the 360, and this is unedited. This was actually 5:30 this morning, but you can.
Oh, cool.
Sunrise.
Yeah. And you can zoom in, out. There's the other two critters in the house.
Look at the windows blacked out.
Yep.
That's a pretty amazing job. What are they worth, mate? US dollars?
$429. Yeah. So
That's up there, brother.
yeah.
That's up there.
But it has an pretty amazing stabilizer in it. It's as good, if not better, than like the Osmo Action.
Yeah, good.
One of the upgrades from two of the upgrades from the X1 are the touchscreen and the fact that it's waterproof. It has like the same almost like snap where you got to make sure you really secure the compartments down. And it's 100% waterproof. Yeah.
That one shot where you had the 3 scenes to it. How do you break that up?
Oh, this is like and here's the thing. When you save it just as a JPEG, I saved it just to see what it would look like, and then you can also save it in a 360. A lot of your social media, for instance, Facebook automatically, when you save it in 360, Facebook automatically recognizes that's a 360 photo. And so, in other words, when you put it into a social media such as that, people can actually click their mouse on it and drag around and looking around. The other neat thing is kind of cool. If you even look at my Facebook page I posted this morning, you can take your phone and just move it around, roll your phone around, and the video or the photo will move with your movements.
Because it's a 360 camera, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you have to edit it differently if you want it in your own video.
Right. Yeah. And it has a almost like there is actually a desktop app. There's actually 2 apps. One that you can actually control the camera from your phone and or tablet. I actually can control it from my iPad or my phone. And it has like all different things that you can. It's kind of hard to see that little screen. Like I put out today, and it was kind of tough in bright light to kind of see that screen. And and days like that, I would throw everything in auto mode, but it does have a full manual mode. You can put everything in manual. Control your shutter speed, control your ISO. I'm trying to think. Oh, the battery life actually is pretty decent. At 5.7K at 30, it can last up between 80 and 90 minutes of battery life.
Is that the camera you were waiting for, Ron?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pop that picture back up, Ron.
What's the memory on that, Ron? Is it an SD or is it internal?
SD, yeah.
Okay, right. What's the highest you can go with it?
I don't know. That's one thing I got to look up. I think you can go up to like 128 or 256 on that. But like I said,
256 would be good for that amount of time, anyway.
Yeah.
You'd probably need a 256 if you're going to film like that.
Yeah. So I got to read up on that and check. Like I said, I've only had it 24 hours, so still learning. But the nice thing is USB-C for charging, which is nice. I'm glad everybody's getting away from the micro USB.
Yeah.
This distance standard now. If I take this photo, Jim, and put it directly into Facebook, it automatically recognizes through the encoding that it's a 360 photo. And matter of fact, here I'll show you, which is kind of cool.
David wants to know what camera this is again. I forgot.
Insta360 One X2.
Okay.
Yeah. And then here, just to show you real quick.
Hi guys,
Hey, Mitch.
how you doing?
Good,
How you
man.
doing, Mitch?
Ron just got his camera. I picked up the SpyderCheckr color card. I
Man.
wonder if you could use that on that too, Ron.
What's that? I don't know, but here, I don't know how well you see this, but yeah, if you move the phone around, the picture moves with it.
Yeah, I did it with that photo.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw that on Facebook, I did it this morning. It looked really cool, man.
Yeah. So is this going to be, my go-to camera? No. Am I going to do some neat action stuff with it? That's what I'm looking for. Do a little cinematography, and it actually has like a feature when you bring it into the nice thing I really like is that it has a desktop app for Mac, so I can sit there and look on my 30-inch screen and work with the photo. What's kind of cool, it actually has like an active track built into the editing software. So in other words, if you want the footage to follow you, say you're on a skateboard or motorcycle or whatever the case may be, you can lock onto yourself and it'll actually follow you, just like active track on a drone. So, which is kind of cool. So, like I said, in only 24 hours, I've been watching some videos for the last week on it. Been watching it for a while. I've been wanting to get it, but I finally pulled the trigger.
That would probably be very nice if you put that on your Pro, Ron, with that holder. If you put it on the Pro, that would be amazing.
Speaking of,
I can't believe you didn't have that ready.
it was snowing all day. Otherwise, I was going to fly.
So hello to everybody in the chat.
How you
that
doing,
said hello
Mitch?
to me. Everybody in the chat that said hello to me, hello back. Saved me a lot of typing. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
Somebody left.
I'm guessing Ron got a new camera here.
Yeah, it's the 360X, but I'm wondering if you have to, because I know you have to edit it through their software,
You do.
and then you take that output and put it into your software, because you only want one side of it, right?
Well, yes and no. If you want the camera, that's a couple other things too. Obviously, you have 360 view, and let's say your subject starts out. You just hold the camera up, and your subject starts in the front of you. You don't move the camera, and the subject comes around you. it's still capturing the footage. But what you can do is, like I said, have it follow that subject or whatever. And then if you want to bring that into a, say like Final Cut, which is one of the things, Al, I was going to ask you about that. I know I've got a 360 plugin for Final Cut, but I haven't played with it or don't know much about it.
Forgive me if I don't know what you're talking about. I just jumped in.
Oh, my new toy, the 360 X2.
Oh, what you took a picture of earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it has. I got
this editor on your PC. They have a editor on your PC for it.
Yeah. Adrian, you have this, don't you? This.
Yes, I do. And I still haven't been able to put it on my freaking drone, Ron.
I thought I talked you through that once.
You kind of show me, but I'm trying to snap it in there, and it's not doing anything.
One thing at a time. He's got new props.
Hey, Jim, can you do me a favor and go ahead and make Ron big for me? Hey, Matt and Al Diaz.
Don't overwhelm him.
Cállate la boca.
Good to see you.
I didn't say anything.
Ron, look. You have to get this pole so it can be invisible.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta know. You see these little tabs, Adrian?
Yeah.
These little tabs here. Those go into right there. That little triangle right in there.
Yeah.
So
go ahead and snap it in there for me. That's what she said, but go ahead.
Hey.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
See?
Got it.
Even a caveman could do it.
Thank you, Ron.
you're welcome.
Cave boy. How you doing, Sunrise Water Media?
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Hey, everybody. I don't have the chat up. Hello.
Even a caveman can do it. He's watching too many of those commercials, Art.
Everybody in chat, Bob. Sunwater Rise Media or Sunrise Water Aerial. This is what you need right here. Look.
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether it's some special selfie stick or anyone will do.
I think anyone would do, but apparently this one's real thin, so you don't see anything.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how do you mask
I pulled
that
the Adrian
out?
on this.
It has
I
a
bought it, I
function.
never used it.
Doesn't it have a function to make the selfie stick invisible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you need a special stick for that, or you just use any selfie stick?
That's what I was wondering. I think the regular selfie stick is like $19 or something.
I think this one's pretty small or something, like narrow. Something like that.
Well, Don Joyce has got one. We have a chat to Don on the weekend or whatever it is, because he does his 360 stuff. You can never see his stick. So, just see what he's got too. So whether he's got a standard stick or not, who knows,
Yeah.
I never did ask Sean Oz. I've seen him using it, but I don't think anybody's ever asked him that. If you have to have a special stick.
I think it's a special stick. It's called a magic stick.
Most of the 360 stuff that you see shot with those things is getting rid of the stick because you just don't see it. It's
no.
What's really cool is when you put it on a drone, kind of up and behind the drone, and it makes that mount to. It looks like it's another drone following your drone. That's kind of cool.
No,
nice,
I know.
Red Water Media.
Dennis had lost his original Mavic Pro. Dennis Nacho Rolling lost his original Magic Pro by using one of these, but did not have a problem with the Mavic 2 Pro.
Hang on. He lost it because of what?
The wind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that thing hangs down. Ron, show them how that looks once it's on the drone.
How you doing, Dean? How you doing, Mr. Ghost?
Hey, Dean. Tim. Lost Girls, hello. Night Train, what's up, Mike?
Yeah.
They are.
No, screw the camera
that
on
one
there.
doesn't hang on the bottom. That's the one that hangs on the top.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ron. Get it together.
On Dennis's original, he had it hanging from the bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed, love my drone. How you doing, Bill, coast to coast?
But this thing sticks up pretty high and is like, "Come take me, wind."
Yeah. That's the only thing I have to be very careful in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does stick up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it move around a lot, Ron?
Like a sail.
No, it's pretty tight. You actually have to put the camera on the adapter first.
Right.
Screw it in from the bottom to make sure it's tight. Then snap your adapter on there.
Adapter, you meaning the stick or some other adapter?
Right. On the this thing here.
Yep.
This is a little adapter that goes on the Mavic 2.
Is that by PGY
PGY
Tech?
PGY Tech, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you lose GPS signal when you put that thing to the top, strap to the top?
Well, you know what? I saw a few videos on that where people were having problem with losing GPS signal. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to be real cautious.
Do it in the open field.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I had one of those for my Mavic Air, and I put a GoPro type camera on it. It just shook all over the place.
yeah,
What worse happens is you'd be flying in Addy mode, Ron. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
yeah,
But you should learn how to fly in anyway.
Yeah. You
yeah.
should.
I'm okay with that. Adrian, where is Adrian? There he is. The best thing, Adrian, is get those tabs in these corners first.
Yeah.
Put them in first, and then pull back on there, and it'll snap right in.
Okay. My problem is that I try to do it one at a time, man. That's probably why I could never get it done.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I can't. I can't share somebody else's video. It has a fly-through app. What you do is there's in the app when your phone is connected to the camera, there's a fly-through mode. And what you do is, like, if you want to make it look like FPV, like you're flying through trees or whatever, and you hit the button for the fly-through mode, initially take your camera through, hit stop, walk around to the other side, put the camera pretty close to the same position where you stopped, and then keep drawing backwards. And then the app itself will actually do all the stitching together, and it actually comes out pretty damn good. So it literally makes you look like you're flying FPV through under bridges or through trees or whatever. It's pretty neat.
I know you just got it, but did you learn anything on the video editing part of it?
I was playing with it a little bit this morning. Yeah, not enough time to sit here and say, "Hey, I know what I'm doing yet."
Right.
So,
It's the same one I use for the 360 One R. The same app, same everything.
Pretty much, yeah. You have that, didn't you, Al?
I have I use it for FPV, but the 360. Remember, I told you guys when you called the other day. I scratched the lens on the 360 lens. It's like easy to scratch.
Oh, those things are really they stick out.
I didn't even know I had it. Yeah, until I looked at video and was wondering what the shimmering spot was on the opposite end when I rotated it. Sure enough, it scratched pretty bad.
They got that adapter for the Mavic 2 that you split the camera and one lens goes on top and one lens goes underneath.
Oh yeah.
That?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Boy, is that, are you ever asking to destroy that lens that's on the bottom camera by putting it on the bottom side of your drone?
Mitch, I think that's the rig they were saying you lose GPS control. I don't even know if they sell that anymore.
I don't know. I saw it when that 1R first came out. They were bragging about the fact that you could make your drone disappear. Now they're building FPV drones that actually have a cutout, have a big wide flat plate in the front and a cutout just to put one of those cameras in, and you don't have to take the lenses. It just shoots half down and half up. But I haven't seen that
Wow.
become too popular yet either.
Mm.
Just when you think you got all the toys, they come up with another way for you to spend $500.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
Hey guys, I got to nick off. I'm going to get into work there. Thanks for having
All
me.
right, Matt.
Hey, man.
See you later, Matt. Good night, man.
See you.
Yeah, have yourself a good night, eh?
All right. See you later, Matt.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
What?
Yeah, I got Peter Carroll in here. Hi, Peter.
Art
How you
back.
doing, Peter Carroll?
Carlos.
Carlos and Ed.
Here, Carlos.
Carlos and Ed
Hello.
are in here. Matt Cundiff. How you doing, Matt? I met up with Ray Kelly yesterday. And,
Yeah, I was right across the street from you guys at my doctor's office.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you walk across the street and find us?
Oh, he's a dumbass, Mitch.
If you would see his nurse, I wouldn't come across the street to see you guys either.
Yeah, me. It was Ken
Oh,
and Ray
God.
Kelly. We were kind of scouting out the site for that March fly-in we're going to have. It's pretty nice. You know, you got to be careful. There's probably going to be a lot of people around. That's one thing is constant pedestrian traffic up and down the sidewalk there on the riverfront. But pretty area, beautiful area.
In the summertime, it's a nice area. They hold trade shows and craft fairs in that Riverview Park and all that. It's nice. It's a nice area.
It's pretty. It'll be a nice place. There's a couple of nice restaurants. We had lunch at Mulligan's right next door, and
Earl's Hideaway is right up the road, Ron.
yeah, Captain Hiram's is up there. There's a
Earl's Hideaway is a biker bar, Ron.
oh.
I think I've been in there. My buddy who lives pretty close to you, I think it had me in there about 10 years ago.
Nice. They got the old thatched shacks outside.
Yeah.
They usually have a live band. They keep that area nice. I have to say that about Sebastian. They're building a new sign when you cross that bridge, Ron. Remember I showed you that bridge goes from Brevard County to South Florida?
Yeah.
They're putting up a new sign that says, "Welcome to Sebastian." And that's the hospital I worked at for
Oh, really?
10 years.
Wow. Yeah. Nicest thing is it's only about 40 minutes from my house. Didn't take me long at all. Went right across Malabar to US 1 and right on down, and no problem, right there.
Hey, Johnny. Ray was in here too.
Johnny.
Johnny,
Yeah, Ray
Flash?
Carroll's in here.
What's up, Peter? Hello.
It's been cold and snowy here.
Did you get any actual accumulation this time?
Yeah, we got a little over an inch.
Now, Al, did you get that rain you were talking about?
It's starting tonight. It's supposed to come down pretty bad for the next few days.
Because just yesterday, Art was talking about Colorado's in a drought situation.
Yep.
So are we.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain like 4 inches in like 4 days by next, which is unusual for these parts.
You know, you
Yeah,
guys make
right.
fun of me when I do those highway shots and all that. But you don't understand. I'm not just doing a highway. That is going to be an entire city unto itself called Emerald City. So I laugh when these dumbasses keep telling me to, March is Water Conservation Month. Fuck you. What for? So you can build those apartment buildings? No. I got to get the hell out of here. The only thing there's some towns that have a 1 acre minimum. Like Grant, you have to buy a 1 acre parcel minimum.
Wow.
Yeah, in 20 years, in 20, 30 years, it'll be this. There won't be anything but concrete all the way down the coast.
Yeah.
Just like South Florida. Remember when there used to be space between Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach?
Look at West Palm now. It's a
Yeah.
friggin' mess.
And it goes out to the Everglades. I mean, it used to be west of the turnpike there was just swamp. Now you have cities out there.
How far are you from the Everglades, Jim?
Oh, I don't know how many miles that is.
Oh,
State-
100, 150, 100 and a quarter maybe.
Yeah.
Alligator Alley is what? Route 75?
Yeah, 75 and 84.
I want to go there. Let's go down there in the bikes.
Let me tell you something, Mr. I'm a brave hunting big tough guy. Wait till your ass is caught out there in the middle of a summertime when it's traffic stops because some dumbass had a car accident. It's a 2-lane highway. You mistakenly get out of your car to go see like this. Gee, what's happening? 50,000 billion, that is a true number. Mosquitoes pounce on you. The Everglades is a mosquito nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're not going there.
And now we got boa. They have a boa problem, a boa constrictor problem.
Yeah,
too.
snake.
People keep throwing out their pets.
Their pets, and now they got a bounty on them. These guys go out and
We'll have to keep Art away from
they get paid to try to catch them because they're not native to that area, so they've
Hey, Ron.
kind of taken over.
Did I ever tell you, because of the different varieties of snakes in the Everglades, that Miami-Dade actually has a helicopter unit called Venom 1?
Really?
Yep. And they'll fly venom across the country to whoever needs it. Venom 1.
Wow.
True story. Which is good to know when you're screwed. Right? We get black snakes around here all the time, but they have no teeth or no fangs.
Yeah.
And we get ones that look like coral snakes, but they're not really.
Yeah, we get these ones that look like coral snakes, and I stay away from them anyway.
Yeah.
Snake's a snake. Only good snake's a dead one.
Let me let Carlos jump on and say hello.
Oh,
Good evening, gentlemen.
hey, Carlos in the
Carlos.
dark again.
Nice
Oh,
light.
You look better in the dark.
Who's the ugly dude
Yeah,
that
you
just
do.
popped in?
Took off.
Adrian Mateo, is he here? Does his hat bent?
Who's the ugly guy that just popped in?
At least I
Yeah,
wear my hat right when I wear a hat. All right.
I got a nice hat today, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it curved?
Yes,
Little
it
bit.
is.
Little
About
curve.
time. What happened? You sat on
hey.
it?
Got some bend on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You came to your senses. Your brother slapped you around and woke you up.
A little bit.
Good. It's nice to see you grew up in the last week.
Hey, Michael Blade, probably a dumb question, but do I have your email? I'd like to get in touch with you about this
Hey, Mitch.
Davinci.
I what do they call that? Binge watch Bosch today. Pretty cool.
That's a great show. That's a
I
great
watched
show.
it up until he caught the that prick that was killing people.
Which
But that-
season?
Yeah,
I guess
which
that
season
first
was
one.
that?
I don't-
Oh,
you
the
know,
first season. Yeah,
Great.
they're all
Yeah,
good.
he caught him in the tunnel and shot him. That's as far as I'll say. In case
Oh, yeah. That was.
They're good.
That guy killed his mother.
yeah, mercy killing.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, question. Did you buy that camera? Where you bought it from, sir?
Amazon.
Do me a favor. Can you send me the link?
Mike.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So RC Funds Diversion says that he killed 1 million love bugs going through Florida. Jim, we don't have
I
to.
used to do that all the time with my
Yeah,
I
those
used to have a
love,
screen to put over the.
those love bugs will ruin your paint job and everything.
I mean, there was literally a time when you couldn't see.
Yeah, May and September,
Yep.
and they fly.
How about July and August?
No, just May and September. They fly having sex, hooked
Right,
together,
two of them.
two of them at a time. And
They
we
look
used
like
to
they have two heads.
right. We used to say fly united, because
Listen, I
that's
don't
what
mean
they.
to argue with you, but I usually came home in September because I used to visit my father during the summer. So it had to be August and July.
May and September, Carlos.
August and July.
May and September, Carlos.
Sorry.
I've been here in Florida for 40 years. May and September.
Well, they do things differently in Melbourne than they do in Tampa.
Maybe when you came to Florida, they said, "Oh shit, Carlos is here. We better wait a month." But normally,
Oh, they did it earlier.
Have you ever noticed that anytime I say something, Carlos is always right there to disagree with me? That's why I love him.
I'm speaking from experience.
I had an ex-wife that did that once. If I said white, she'd go black. If I said black, she'd go white.
All I know is in September
Hence the word
I started
X.
school, so I wasn't there in September.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to experience September bugs.
I'll remember, Carlos.
Hey, Jim, Michael Blade asking you a question.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this
I'm
to
just
show
saying.
up.
Did you hear me, Jim?
Yeah. Hold on. Did you?
One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let Carlos and Mitch, the two little teenagers, argue among themselves.
There's no arguing.
Mike.
We're not
There's
arguing.
no arguing. I'm right and he's wrong. It's that simple.
So I was.
Davinci has the
hallucinating
list of the
bugs?
ones you can get, Mike, and this is the cheapest one if you want to just check it out. The Datacolor SpyderCheckr 24.
How much did that cost?
This is $50. The X-Rite Passport is $150. So I went with this one to check it out. Also, Mike, don't touch the chips with your fingers because the oil on your fingers will screw up the chips, the color chips.
So have you tried it yet? Did you calibrate something with it?
Thank you, Ron.
Just got it yesterday along with Ron.
Well, Ron got his camera yesterday and he already knows everything there is to know about it.
No, I don't.
I'm showing you the Davinci Resolve.
Okay.
All you have to do is align this with your Davinci Resolve. Look at that chart right there in the bottom left. Now, if you have that picture in your viewer there, you align 1 to 2 to the color match chart over there. You press match, and bingo, you're done.
How cool is that?
Hey, Mitch, Ron, I see it on Amazon for $429, $430.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Expensive little camera.
This is a handheld camera.
Yeah,
360. 360.
Adrian takes pictures. He's a photographer. I thought you were strictly drone.
Monkey, monkey.
Vespa Dan, good to see you.
Is that drone?
Gentlemen, you already know who that is.
No, my screen is small. Let me see. What does it say there? It says Dan, Charity Monkey.
Chunky monkey.
Monkey, monkey.
Art, I have a question for you, Art. I keep seeing you on these channels.
Here we go.
Sitting down.
What's the
mic.
question? Go ahead.
You're
ask
behind
away.
the mic. You are Art Drone Solution, and you never fly a drone. How do you manage? I'm perplexed.
Well,
Art, don't take any crap from him, Art.
Take
There
it
are many
just
more solutions.
Just tell him to go away.
a straight answer.
go away.
I'm gonna have a restaurant. I don't.
Hi,
get
Dan. How you doing,
you,
buddy?
Gabby.
I'm perplexed.
Dan, how you doing?
Oh, Mitch. Question. Changing the
Yeah.
subject. You have to have a 107 to be
Oh, there we go.
monetized. To be
There we
monetized.
go.
To be monetized. Is that an accurate
Well,
statement? Otherwise,
if you're playing your drone video, showing your drone videos on YouTube, and you're a monetized channel, then by the letter of the law, you have to be flying under 107.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We covered that. Remember, Carlos? We were talking about that.
I just wasn't 100% sure, and since Mitch knows everything, I figured I'd ask.
It's about time. It's about time you guys realize that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and Carlos, you're always wrong.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't care what
Ron
Mitch
is a very
says.
smart guy. He
I don't care
understands.
what Mitch says. I was in Florida June 30th till late August, and I experienced love bugs. I don't care what he says.
Love bugs come any damn time they want to. You never know when they're going to
Oh, I don't know, but I was there probably through 74, 75, through maybe 79.
Hey, Ron, check your phone.
They last a week or so, but you got to spray them off your car as soon as you get them on there, or else they'll stick and ruin your paint job.
The acidity will eat the paint job. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, real quick, man. So we changed our Colorado trip date, or I think we're going to. Yeah, she's been asked by her job to stay because Super Bowl just happened here in Tampa, so now she has to stay. So we're having to put it off for probably like a week.
What is she related to as far as Super Bowl, Dan?
What's that?
What does she do as far as the Super Bowl?
So she's a cook at the Adobe, which is like the second best restaurant in Tampa next to Burns Steakhouse, and she's required to be there for this. So unfortunately, they kind of put her in a bind, and we didn't know Tampa Bay was going to have the Super Bowl here, and all of a sudden it just happened. So
yeah,
she kind of got screwed by it. So.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Brent Ariels is in Canada, right?
Gary is in Canada, so
are there different rules?
He doesn't have love bugs.
No, are there different rules to monetize in Canada?
I don't know, but it says here, Carlos, love bugs have made Florida their home because they thrive in warm, humid climates, commonly on the Gulf Coast. Many times these flies are seen in swarms. Most common.
Yes, they have different rules than us in Canada.
Oops.
August to September. There you go.
I feel better. I knew I was seeing love bugs. I just cleaned them off the windshield for him. That was my dirty work.
Okay.
No, it was.
Now that we got that straight, what was the question somebody asked?
Oh, that Brent Ariel says he didn't need a 107, so I'm assuming there are different laws to make money.
107 is a United States FAA regulation. None of that shit applies. Canada's got their own shit.
Oh, okay. Yep. Chris Hope, what's up with the TP?
So Ron, I'll let you know if we end up going when we're supposed to. If not, man, I'll also give you a heads up.
I thought the idea was to see snow, right? Mainly.
Yeah, she wants to see snow. I've already seen snow. I also want to visit. I wanted to visit Ron, but now it looks like I don't think Ron's going to be there while we're there.
Take upstate New York. Go to upstate New York.
Nah, she's already bought the tickets, so now we just have to put them off for a week or something. I don't know. This is stupid. I'm not a sports fan, so I really don't care about Super Bowl, but she got screwed by it. So.
Hey, Jim. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
We'll probably see him in March.
What?
Lost Bell, not blue yet, if that means anything to you.
Oh, I'm on.
Somebody brought that up on the chat.
I'm on.
Soap, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Ron, on that camera, did you buy the accident protection plan?
No.
What? On that camera, did you buy any protection plan for it?
No, it's probably not a bad idea. I should have. Because one thing you got, I can't emphasize enough. Never, ever, ever set it down on a table. Never throw it in your camera bag. Nothing. Keep it in this. They provided a little, actually it's kind of nice little soft sleeve. They also make a rubber cap that just goes over the lens because those lenses stick out and they scratch easy, real easy. So.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. You can't put any kind of lens protectors out on the side because you'll see them in the shot.
Gotcha, Angela.
They actually do make a, I guess they're stick-ons or whatever, some kind of plastic, but that's just distorting your image.
Yeah.
And so they be careful.
Ron, you're a hunter, a guide for hunters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your name was Wine Hunter Guide? It reminds me of Lost Girl Hikes. Like, I wouldn't want to go hiking with her.
John, the answer is no, man. I'm at Checkers, bro. I'm taking a break and having some water.
I like that name. I don't know why. I get a kick out of it.
We'll have to start a GoFundMe and get her a GPS or something.
Yeah. Or a lot of breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Ken and I, Ray's saying, I flew at the beach Monday. Yeah, I left Ray and Ken down there. They wanted to go to the fishing museum. Fishing isn't something I care nothing about, so I wanted to go.
You go to the Mel Fisher Museum. He's got a gold bar in there.
Yeah,
you can actually pick up that gold bar, and it's the only one you'll ever touch in the United States. Not accepting anything. There's a gold bar in there.
Jim,
they have this little movie that you watch.
Jim,
what, Mitch? I've been there.
Except for the gold bar that I picked up in Mel Fisher's museum in Key West.
Really?
Right. There's no other place on the planet.
I never actually saw a Mel Fisher's in Key West.
That's where his main deal is. In Key
when
West.
did they start that?
100 years, 40 years ago.
Oh, well, I must have been drunk at the bars. I was at Sloppy Joe's and I didn't see Mel's.
Well, if you were at Sloppy Joe's, you were hanging out with Ernest Hemingway.
We're gonna start settling things with arm wrestling in here, gentlemen.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, Mitch, going back to what you said about that spot, Sebastian, is it going to be a flying friendly place, you think?
Well, as friendly as
Sebastian
a waterfront park with a lot of people. You know, if there's, you never know. You know, most of the people that were there yesterday walking by were very friendly. They stopped to talk to us, and they were interested in the drones. But you know,
how you doing, Chuck?
Not necessarily FPV friendly.
No, it's not a great. You can fly tiny whoops and stuff, but it's not. There's not the kind of room, and it's too congested, I think, to go out there and with a 5-inch quad going 80 miles, 90 miles an hour. I think that'd be.
You need to have a party by your place one day, Mitch.
We could go to the park. We could go to the park. We make a separate excursion while you guys are all down here. Run over to that park. It's not that far away.
Hey, Jim, I gotta take off. I gotta get ready for bed. Guys, great seeing you. Good to see you, Mitch. Adrian,
Don't leave yet.
All right. I'll see you later, man.
Don't leave yet. I'm about to pee on Adrian's head.
Oh. Damn, good to see you.
That's why you a chunky monkey, fat ass.
Carlos, good to see you.
Fly a drone.
Bye, Art.
Eventually I will. Bye-bye.
See you.
Kiss my butt, Carl.
There you go.
Of course, I'm the way out.
On the way out, man. On the way out, he got it.
Kiss my butt, Carlos. Bye.
That's like
Carlos picks on poor Art unmercifully.
No, I don't pick on him. All I wonder is
constantly
how he can call himself Art Code Drone Solution and he never flies one.
He flies.
He doesn't. When was the last time he flew a drone?
He puts up videos.
It's not exactly easy for him.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, I believe that.
Go easy on him. Nice guy.
But on the other hand,
I wouldn't call myself Hardcore Drone Solution then.
And Mr. Fishing Channel when he's only got a guppy in his hand. I mean, you know.
It's a tough crowd, man. You guys are tough.
We call it as we see it, and if we don't see it, we make it up.
He said we make it up.
Yeah.
George Carlin said that.
Hey, Carlos, are you coming down for, in March for the meetup?
I'm going to try, but I'm actually might just go visit Mitch and my son prior.
Wait a minute. You got to come see me in March, man.
Yeah. I have your number now. I can call.
Yeah, we should have a big crowd there. It's from the sound of it.
Yeah, but I want to fly someplace where you can fly, not watch you guys fly GPS drones.
We'll be flying, Carlos. guys that are coming down are going to be coming down hopefully for a couple of days. So we'll have to meet up on Saturday out there. But like they do at Spin Up on Sunday or Friday before, Thursday, Friday before, we'll get together and fly anywhere we want.
Carlos is going to be out there with me ripping power loops around GPS drones, man.
We can.
They're not going to know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened.
You know what we should all do is on one day, even for a few hours, just go by Jim's house and fly.
We talked about that yesterday, Jim. We're going to get 18 guys in your street. We're all going to put our drones up and hover over your neighbor's pool.
That would actually be fantastic.
In a heartbeat, I'll do that.
I'm totally down. I'll just terrorize them. Yeah.
You know what we should do is take them to the compound where you and I were flying for that day.
Yeah.
And then over to, the park is boring as far as I'm concerned, but the compound is 200 miles of open streets.
It's worth it.
So much potential.
It's worth it.
Well, it depends on what you're flying. If you're flying FPV, the compound is kind of boring. There aren't a lot of obstacles. All you got is a bunch of open streets.
Wait. You're talking about your place, Rich? Your place? Your place is great for FPV.
Oh, the park. Yeah, the park's okay. You know.
The park is Palm Bay Regional Park on Malabar Road. So when you get off of my road, go south, you're at the compound.
Hold on. Mitch.
Hey, Jim, I'll be right back.
Right.
Mitch, I think a lot of this has to do with your style of flying because the compound actually offers a lot, dude. The tree cover's amazing. You can rip in and out of those trees like crazy, dude. And the fields. the grass is so tall that you can skim it, and it looks just cinematic as all get up, flying really fast across the field.
Jim, where we flew that day, we weren't near the tree line. We were kind of out in the middle of flat, wide openness. So
yeah.
But
Dan
no,
and I, what did we fly? About 4 or 5 drones there, Dan?
Yeah,
yeah,
somewhere around there. Yeah. Those guys kept getting that car stuck. Remember, those 2 girls got stuck, and then they walked for like ever. Found somebody with 4-wheel drive to get them out.
Stuck in the sand?
Yeah. They were. I don't know what they were doing. 2-tracking mom's, Mini Cooper.
Our sewer system here is actually just canals, water canals, and that all goes out to the Indian River and the ocean. And so when you get too close to that, after a rain especially, those guys love it in their ATVs because then they can get that splash of dirt in front of them and all that. Get the jump out of it. But they do it for the excitement of the thing. But a car will get stuck.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Dude, that was what, 10 months ago? How long ago was that down there? It was like 10 months ago.
Hey, Dan, when you go to Colorado, if and when you're flying, you're not driving, right?
What do you mean? No, we're flying there, bro. Yeah, we already got our tickets. We're just going to have to.
He's flying, Chris.
That's got to be pretty cheap from Tampa to Denver, right?
For both of our tickets, it was like $450, and that was each of us getting
round trip.
Yeah, round trip.
Wow.
You got to buy early. We bought a couple months ago. I just didn't tell everybody until like kind of the last like half a month in. So.
Hey Dan, changing the subject and very serious now. That situation you were telling me with your veins and stuff. The change of altitude it's not going to be an issue with altitude.
I have no idea, dude. I don't know what I'm walking into, bro. You know what? I just quit caring, bro. I quit caring. I just live every day like it's my last and just keep moving forward. So right. I don't care. Fair enough. I get up there and I start puking up blood, I'd be like, well, that sucks. But whatever.
Hey.
It shouldn't be, Dan.
I don't think it'll have any. I mean, my ears will be popping, but I don't think it'll be a big issue.
Chew gums.
Where did you get that cloth from to make that video? That was a great video.
Yeah. There's because I wanted people to understand that I've been telling everybody how good the 3DR Solo is for 5 years now, and I don't think people realize it's a heavy lift bird. It'll get the job done. It's a workhorse, man. It just seemed like the perfect opportunity to put it up. The Mantis claw is like $10 on Wish. You have to put it together yourself, and you got to choose your size. They have 5-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch, and like 14-inch. And I mean, essentially all you really need is like the 5 to 8-inch. You don't need anything larger. I mean, once those arms collapse, they lock into place and it picks up whatever, you want to have an emergency bait drop servo in case you get hooked on something, you can't get off of it, and then you can just dump the claw. It's a $10 claw. So it's like, are you really out a whole bunch of money if you can't, you know what I mean? Right. Like it's not worth 2 birds. So if you catch yourself in an emergency situation for whatever reason, you can always dump the payload.
How do you do that? Did you put like a Velcro in line in the line of the rope, or?
No, so I have a bait drop. It's open source. I just tapped into the UART port or the oh god, what the hell's the name of it now?
Bait drop just slides open and shut, right?
Yeah, it's servo operated. So I hold the pause button and it activates the servo. If I hold it again, then it reactivates the servo. But it's so essentially one button's doing a multitude of different things. But that's all set up in Mission Planner. That's why I said there's a huge difference between playing around with closed source and playing around with open source birds. You just get so much more potential out of open source. So there's no restrictions. If you can think it, you can probably do it.
That's why I loved. I'm not going to call it a mass exodus, but when your head of research and development for the United States leaves DJI, when the head of public resources leaves DJI, and the head of their business department leaves DJI for an open source for a company that uses open source. What does that tell you?
Yeah, that was Colin. Colin Gwynn was the CEO of DJI, and then he told the guys that he was with that he wanted to create an open source bird, and they were totally against it. They wanted all proprietary based. So Colin dropped out from being a CEO of DJI, gave up his portion of it, took his money, went over to 3DR, and that's how we got the 3DR Solo. Technically, it's based on DJI technology. Most of it is, anyways. However, the APM-driven, RG-copter platform is totally different. That was all Pickhawks. That's the Profi CNC team that designed all that computerware.
The biggest stumbling block to any of that, because I checked into it, it was $5,000 per software development kit, SDK. So that's whether it's the payload, which is the cameras, right? $5,000 to gain access to DJI's system and put your own cameras on and use them in the way you want to. And it's also had the ROS development, robotic operating system. That was another $5,000. So in total, it would have been $15,000 to be able to manipulate your drone that you bought the way you wanted to.
Or you could just buy a 3DR Solo for $1,000 and everything's already there.
Well, I don't know why companies like GoPro, why did they stop? Just because the Karma battery failed. So what? Why do you stop?
It was more than that. Man, that was such a weird switchover. You got to think, at the time that they released the Karma, nobody knew that DJI was going to put obstacle avoidance and all these sensors all of a sudden on these drones. And it's not like they could just go back and redo things. Like, they dropped it and then all of a sudden followed that right up with the Phantom 4. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it just blew the Karma out of the water. It didn't even stand a chance. Then you went to the Mavic. Remember the Mavic, the first Mavic Pro?
Right.
That popped out, and everybody's like, well, why the hell would I get a Karma if I can get a smaller folding platform with 10 times the amount of technology in it for almost the same price? It doesn't make sense. It just crapped the Karma. The Karma just went, didn't stand a chance.
Because idiots like me bought the original Osmo that has the handle. And I said, oh, that's great. I can take this camera off and put the X5 camera on it and run around. Then I bought the Z-arm access and all that. And then they went and made another camera system and forgot all about they drop a product line like it's the right thing to do.
No, that's what GoPro's doing right now. GoPro just dropped the entire FPV community.
Yeah, they got rid of the Session 5. That was the best camera for FPV
Dude,
that there was.
They got rid of Pro Tunes. They made it very clear they don't want FPV guys anymore because they're tired of replacing the warranties.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, Insta360 Go has stepped up to the plate and said they'll take the load off of DJI's or GoPro's hands. So GoPro's not catering to the FPV community anymore.
Dan?
Yeah.
Just so we don't let somebody's question go unanswered, Jim Drone asked, hey, Dan, you going to try the DJI FPV drone?
No, probably not. If somebody has it, I'll try it, but I highly doubt I'm going to.
You're not going to spend $1,500 on one of those?
Yeah, right. Dude, I hate buying a toothless camera for $20 to replace the one I've got. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not, bro. There's no reason I would need it.
I figured I'd ask the question.
I know. Yeah,
I'm not buying one. I'm not buying one either, Dan. Between
you and me. Dude, have you seen the footage of the guy that crashed the first one? Pieces, and it wasn't even a hard hit. It was like a very mediocre medium hit, dude, and it was just obliterated the drone.
There's
I didn't see the footage. There's
a $99 Session 5 copycat. I think it's the Cadex Orange, something like that.
They've got the
split.
There's some kind of $99 orange camera that's the same size as the Session 5.
As a Session 5, yeah, that's the.
And I think it does 4K.
Dude, I can build a 10-inch beast quad or bigger, and for a fraction of the price of what that would cost, and I can carry DSLR rigs on it, or I can carry, it's like with stabilization, I can have a gimbal on there too, like it plus regular FPV. I don't need. I don't understand what DJI was reaching for with that system. I really don't. I'm still at a loss as to what they were going for with that FPV drone. I don't know. Maybe it's just...
Even if you look at their other drones, all right, look at the Inspire drone and look at the Matrice drone. The cameras are in front.
Yeah.
They're out here in front. They're not underneath the belly in a CG situation, center of gravity situation. So your front motors are actually working harder.
Yeah,
because the original camera was 900 grams.
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
I mean, that's how they designed the Solo. The gimbal's on the front of it, so the front motors are always doing more work than the back, and that's why it equates out to 15 minutes of standard flight time.
Hey, Dan,
it's got a huge battery, but if they center massed it would get a lot more flight time. Yeah.
One question. I think I know the answer, but I'll let you answer it. Can you still buy the 3DR Solo?
You can get one new on Marketplace if you just search around a little bit. Dude, they go for like $200 now. You can buy one for $200, and if you do the battery mod, then you've insured the life of the Solo for as long as you want to fly it. Dude, I see people running them on lithium ion packs now plugged into my battery mod stuff, and they're getting like 44 minutes of flight time. It's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, the kind of flight time these guys are getting now on the Solo. But you just got to have the battery mod. Totally worth it. Open source bird has a massive future in front of it. You just have to commit to Open Solo. If you're going to buy it, then you have to go to the Profi CNC guys, and you got to download Open Solo, which is, I think, up to like 4.2 now. And you just install it, and then you're good to go. It's got a huge future ahead of it, man. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay, so it's called the CADX Orca KHD recording.
The one you're talking about, Carlos, is the RunCam 5, and then they have the RunCam 5 Orange.
Right.
CADX Orca is another one that's
how much is that
size.
Orca?
They're $100.
They are $100.
$100, yeah. But they don't have this. I
got to work 24 hours tomorrow, so I'm gonna
Fuck that.
Ron.
See you later, Ron.
Take care, buddy.
Sucks. Later, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. Thank you for showing us that camera.
You bet.
Say hi to Elvis.
Elvis, Victor, and Matthew. See you guys.
See you
Later, man.
anyway. Carlos, they don't come close to what a GoPro will do, though. They don't have they do not have the stabilization that GoPro has, and there's no. But they do work okay.
Yeah, I mean, who just gave me that Dan Piper Parkinson? If you guys watched my last video, he knew that I crashed my 3-inch or lost it. It fell in the water. Remember, he just gave me a new one, and he's got to deal with CADX. And I think it's the Turtle 2. And, man, I got to tell you, bro, the footage it produces is absolutely crazy, man, at 1080 at 60. It's GoPro worthy. It's not 4K. You're not getting 4K out of it, but it's definitely...
It's a little Mobula 6 HD. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's talking about, it just came to my mind. I was watching Columbo on one of the issues, and the guy was bragging how on one of his reel-to-reel cameras, this camera does 90 feet per minute. And I'm thinking, wow, that's 60 feet per second compared to 90 feet per minute. Big difference in the 70s.
Yeah, that one you're talking about, Dan, is a built-in. It's got the DVR on a board, whereas the other ones we're talking about are little square things that are just action cameras. You put them in a Session 5 mount on your quad.
Right.
Away you go. Yeah.
I'm just saying you can power that DVR itself just by plugging it into a 1-cell. So that's a way more efficient setup if you want. It's very lightweight. Like, I don't know, man. I'm getting to the point where I want to start getting rid of all my GoPros and just running probably CADX Nanos across the board on all my rigs. I don't want to carry GoPros anymore. It's too much weight. I lose too much flight time. And honestly, those little small cameras are getting such fantastic footage now. It seems stupid to just keep smashing up GoPros for no reason.
Well, for the stuff that we're doing, just putting it up on YouTube, the videos are terrific. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's a Mr. Johnny Drone Flyer in the chat.
Yeah.
Just saying hello.
Al
and drone shots.
Made his own, what do you call it? Flat GoPro? Naked GoPro, yeah.
Naked.
And somebody else was making them?
You can make those?
Yeah, well, all you do is take it apart, and then they show you how to just like, you can get a 3D print, and it fits inside the 3D print, makes it very thin and lightweight, very small.
So the advantage is just weight.
Yes.
And it powers itself off the quad instead of, so you don't have to carry the battery, you don't have the case, you don't have the screen either.
Yeah.
And they really screwed the pooch when they took the Pro mode out of the mobile app.
Oh God, the Pro Tunes. Don't update your,
so you have no way without the screen on the back to get into Pro Tunes. So if you got a naked one on a quad, you're screwed now. Dumbest thing that I ever saw.
Well, that's why I said GoPro told us specifically they're not catering to FPV anymore. That was as of this year. So
Miss Lost Girl Hikes wants to know if a refurbished GoPro is worth it.
I bought a few of those things. I bought a couple of those Session 5s and sent them back in 2 days from Amazon because they don't replace the battery in them. So you may have a 3-year-old battery with your brand new looking GoPro, yet it won't hold a charge and run for more than 20 minutes. So
I've never had an issue. I mean, I've bought all the cameras I've ever bought have always been secondhand. I don't buy. I just don't. I don't see the point. You know,
Well,
if it
I
still
bought
works,
these.
it works.
They had these Session 5s for $129 on Amazon.
Oh yeah,
so
no, I remember.
I bought 2 of them, but they both had
Right.
bad batteries. I sent them back.
Yeah. You just take them apart and replace the battery.
You don't replace the batteries in a GoPro Session 5.
I do.
That's one of those deals that you know, it's like opening up an iPhone kind of deal.
Yeah, you crack the case open. Just okay. There's
right.
Mitch, watch those videos on YouTube, buddy. There's a lot of people show you how to do it.
I have.
Man.
That's why I don't want to crack it open because
it's never going to be waterproof again. But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, all you're doing is replacing the battery to use it for other things. I don't care about the waterproofness of it.
Yeah. Well, these were brand new looking, and I didn't want to make them unreturnable, so I returned them.
Gotcha.
I just have to live without them. That's all. Life goes on.
Somebody stole my Hero 4 session at Home Depot. That was the last session I bought.
Jim's muted. Oh, he's talking to somebody somewhere. So it's just you and me, Dan.
That happened.
Hey, hey. Yeah, man, I'm excited for March. I hope we don't piss off all the GPS guys with all the FPV stuff, because honestly, I'm probably just gonna bring one GPS rig and I'm gonna get bored of it.
Not for nothing, but when you fly FPV near DJI drones, you get a lot of interference.
Pop over to
a lot of interference.
I was kind of wondering, if you've got 11 channels and there's 16, 20 people there, you got to be interfering with somebody, right?
Yeah, you see it in your goggles, and it's not fun.
Yeah,
I'm talking about DJI too.
Yeah, that's
DJI
right.
stuff. Yeah, but everybody's not going to fly all at once, I don't think.
You just got to stand away from the person, especially the controller.
We'll manage. We'll manage.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got an incoming call and it swapped off my headset back to the phone, and that was just a pain in the butt. I don't know what I was saying. Something awesome.
It's always something awesome.
If it came out of my mouth, you can guarantee it was awesome.
How did that picture go? Oh, this is so annoying.
What
Jim,
drones?
you sound like you're sick, Jim. You got a cold?
Man, I don't know what the hell's going on. Neither
You got
does
COVID.
Got COVID?
You got the COVID, bro?
It ain't COVID. I'll tell you that.
Carlos, you are going to the March meet, correct?
I'm gonna try. I can't promise.
Bro, that ain't no try, man.
The only issue is work. That's the only thing that stops me.
Tell your job you got shit to do.
Well, it's my clients. That's how I make my bread and butter.
Excuse me, clients, I need a break. Please, can I have a break?
It is kind of that easy, actually.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Just, hey, send out a message ahead of time. Hey, guys, I'd really like to have these
I always
4 days off. 4 days off, man. I just need some time to recuperate.
Take a week at least. 4 days is too short. I got to bother Mitch at least for a day and a half.
Mitch, did you hear the story of Al bringing his, sending back his GoPro to get it replaced?
No.
He told them he made it naked, right? And he shorted it out. So he told them this was the 7. I think it was a 7 that he had bought off eBay. So he told them that it crashed, and they said, "Well, send it back." So he took a weight, dropped it on top of the thing to smash it, sent it back, and they replaced it.
Cool.
America's a nice country.
He had bought the insurance on it, did he?
I don't know. I didn't buy any insurance on a GoPro.
Hey,
$60 a year plan, you mean?
Yeah, most of the guys, the FPV guys, were buying them at Best Buy, and paying $60 for the insurance, and some of these guys are bragging about, I mean, it was like a badge of honor. How many GoPros did you break last year? I broke 60 of them last year. How many did you break? I only broke 40 of them.
I've never broken one.
No, I don't fly with the GoPro very often. And that's one of the nice things about having that DJI is you get really nice footage out of it. without having to stick an extra camera on there. It's certainly suitable for YouTube.
Somebody send me the days and the information for the Sebastian meetup.
Saturday, March 20th, Sebastian Riverview Park. There it is. That's all you need to know.
Is there a rain date?
That's a lot. That's a lot to remember.
Yeah. Tell the airlines about the rain date if you bought a plane ticket.
Yeah.
All right, so just so you guys are aware, Carlos and Mitch, I'm bringing shot collars for both of you, and the word that it's gonna, instead of barking, it's gonna be the word no. If either of you say the word no while you're there, you're getting shocked. Dude, on level
Carlos and I are always busting on each other.
We are.
You guys,
I mean, that's just half the fun of what we do.
Well, half the fun for me is watching you guys go, no,
yeah,
God. I told you not to say no.
If I didn't like Carlos, I wouldn't bust on him.
That's right.
and I think the opposite is true.
Dude, that sounds so weird. You want to bust on him, Mitch? Wow. Only Dan. I know. I have a Dan, Peter Griffin mind thought process, bro.
Your mind is
I've never once,
a terrible thing, Dan, and it's
I've never once, Mitch, looked another dude in the face and be like, yeah, I bust on him all the time.
I mean, we've said that for years and years and years about,
of course,
busting on people. It has no sexual connotation whatsoever.
Bust your nuts. I bust your nuts. That's what I say. Bust your nuts.
My wife never understood how guys insult each other and still it's normal. She never understood that in the beginning. How do you guys say that to each other? I said, that's because we like each other.
If I don't like somebody and I don't respect somebody, I would never do that.
Right.
I would never do that.
No, what would you do then? What would you do instead?
I'd tell them to get the hell out of here. You know?
Just not pay attention to them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, go away. Click. You know.
No,
hey, Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Why you look so dark? Did you not pay your light bill?
I look better in the dark. I don't want to get up and turn on lights just so you guys can see me.
And you got that frame around your head too. You look like a framed piece of wall art hanging there.
Hey, Adrian, what happened to your cheeks, dude? Why you look like you're packing nuts in there? What's going on here, man? You look like a chipmunk right now. What's going on with the cheeks?
Camera angle.
It does look a little chubby in the.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, it's chubby. It's very chubby, bro. You're putting on weight, bro.
I actually did. I put in a little bit.
No.
Yeah, that's a little lot.
Looked like he had a what do they call that?
What I lost, you picked up.
Surgery.
Probably. Not as much.
Oh man.
Had insurance.
What kind of insurance?
Walmart. Chris says he uses the Walmart insurance when you buy something.
They have.
They got a protection plan.
I don't really shop at Walmart.
I was going to say I never bought anything expensive in electronics type stuff at Walmart.
Walmart.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
right there, Walmart.
It's not the
you
place
don't know what you're getting.
Electronics. I'd go to a Best Buy, PC Richards. Do they have? They don't have PC Richards in the.
No, they don't have it. Do they still have Crazy Eddie up there?
No.
He went to jail.
Yeah.
Oh God, I still remember his commercials.
Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
Insane. Yeah, he started. He was like one of the first screaming commercial guys on TV.
Mm-hmm.
From the day he started that company, it's the day he started stealing from it.
Oh God.
You know who I heard got banned from Twitter?
Who?
The guy that made My Pillows.
Yeah, that's because he's a conservative. Of course, he got banned from Twitter. Every conservative on the
here
planet.
we go.
I just thought of that with all whatever. Okay, let's
My
not go.
Pillows?
Yeah, well, we don't want to go there because I have tuned out completely. I haven't watched the news in 3
I just
weeks.
heard it on the radio.
Good for you,
I don't
Mitch.
listen.
Good
I
for
don't
you,
listen
bro.
to that shit. I don't care about that shit.
I did a
This
whole day
country,
of Bosch.
they can all go do whatever the hell they want. Leave me alone. Let me live out my days. That's my new.
There you go.
attitude.
See, Mitch is there. Mitch is like, you know, fuck, I'm a croak soon. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah,
No.
if I was 20
You
years
guys
old,
are
maybe
left
I'd be
for it.
interested.
You guys are left with the results.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a race. Mitch, it's a race between me and you. Who's going to go first, buddy?
Well, I ain't going anywhere. I don't know about you.
I don't know.
I don't think Mitch wants to be in that race.
All right.
We're all in that race.
Oh no, man.
All I know is I got a kick out of. I went on YouTube. I went to the WhiteHouse.com. Tens of thousands of thumbs down on each video. Who voted for the guy then? I thought you voted for the guy.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the noise. It's a drama, you know. The same thing with the remote ID shit. Whatever happens will happen, and we'll deal with it.
Let me undo the last 4 years of good shit that was done.
Lost you, Jim.
This country. But nobody cares. Okay. Why?
No,
I'm not here.
Your audio cut out there for a little
Yeah,
while.
you cut out for a sec. You went robot on us.
I'm looking at. I've got Davinci on the other screen. I don't know why that would bother anything. I wanted to show one shot that I thought was pretty cool.
And you can't find it.
It's working real slow because I got 3 different things going. Davinci is heavy on your CPU and GPU.
I imagine most editors are, aren't they?
I don't know. I edit on my phone. It handles it. Well, I can edit 4K on my phone faster than my PC. I don't get it.
Well,
I don't
the
get it.
The graphics processors in these phones are killer.
Yeah, but not as good as my Alienware laptop.
No.
I don't know. Sometimes these new Apple things work faster than your desktops.
Jeez. Oh man.
Trying to get a picture to pop up, and I'm clicking on it, and it's not popping up into the viewer.
Florida has all the BJs, Club, Costco's, and all that over there, right?
Say what?
Yeah.
You have all those big BJ's, Costco's over there, I hope.
Yeah.
We got BJ's and Costco's, yeah. Okay. I always thought BJ's was a great name for a store.
I always thought it was great when they put a BJ's next to a Dick's.
Well, I was going to say they have a Dick's.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Right next to them. BJ's and Dick's. Oh,
and Dick's,
okay.
BJ's and Dick's, yeah. Yeah,
Dick's
like
sporting goods.
Where does that come from?
Which store was on the left, BJ's or Dick's?
Oh my gosh. Does it matter?
Well, yes.
I've never heard of it.
BJ's or BJ's Dick's.
What, you never heard of BJ's Wholesale Club?
No, I belong to it. I've never heard of it. Where's it come from? Is it a northern?
Where's it come from? Oh, I don't know where it comes from. I used to belong to the one in Merritt Island, but now I go to Sam's Club.
Isn't Costco Chinese?
They got them both on BJ's is on Palm Bay Road and Costco is on 192, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the closest one to me is Sam's Club right down here at 192.
Do your BJ's sell gas cheap? Do they sell the gas cheap too?
Cheaper.
Yeah, but
cheaper.
Cheap.
But you go to Speedway down here and get one of those cards that
Yeah.
gives you 10 cents a gallon, man. It's a deal.
That's what I do. 7-Eleven, it's 11 cents a gallon. Yeah.
What's the gig on that?
Is that any good Speedway?
Plus you earn points.
It takes Jim. The way they do it is it's like an automatic check withdrawal from your bank account instead of a credit card. So there's no fee. There's no 3%, 2.5% or 3%.
Oh,
to
the discount rate. Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're taking that 10 cents on a gallon of gas that they would be paying the credit card companies and giving it back to you. And what an incentive that is. People get those things and won't buy gas anywhere else because of that 10 cents a gallon.
That's weird that you're saying that because with the rewards program through 7-Eleven, you don't have to do any of that. You just have the little card and you scan your app and that's it. You're done.
We lost them.
Nothing extra. Plus, what's that?
How does it pay? Is it paid with a credit card or is it
No, so you don't. You just put in your cell phone number. It's part of a rewards program. They just give you a rewards program. You get a little card and it's just got a little scanner barcode on it. That's it, like a QR code. And that's it. You just scan it, you get points for
points.
all your but you get 11 cents off a gallon no matter what, as long as you're part of the rewards program. It doesn't cost you anything to be part of it. You don't have to have a special like debit card or anything. Nothing.
Well, it doesn't. It's the same way with Cumberland Farms. It doesn't cost you anything. You have a card. It's not a debit card. It's just you use that card in the machine, and it sends a request to your bank for the $20-something bucks. That's all.
Dude, I love it.
Tying directly into your bank card, right?
I love it because I get like 10 chicken wings. That's like 1,000 points. 1,000 points is 2 free. 2 free chicken rollers every time I purchase 10 chicken wings. So I'm like, dude, I have so many points. It's stupid. I could buy like 8 pizzas if we ever had an FPV meetup just on points.
I
Full
have a
pizzas.
question. Is there really a name of a gas station called Come and Go?
Yeah.
Because there was a massage parlor. There was a massage parlor
They should have the Come and Go gas station right next to BJ's and Dick's, and you'd have it all.
So we had a bunch of weird gas stations down here with like weird names, man. and then that Wawa just popped up out of the blue, bro.
Wawa, I like Wawa.
That's a Pennsylvania
Wawa's
company, but I don't get where the name origins from. Wawa.
Well, if you look at it,
kid was crying in the background. That's a great name.
Well, okay, so there's actually, if you look at it, it's a Canadian goose, and Wawa is a place in Canada, so it's really weird how this thing was born. I'm not quite sure. Like, you guys you know Wawa, Canada, right? You've heard of it?
It's a Pennsylvania company. Wawa.
Yes, but look at the sign. Next time you look at the sign, you'll see there's a Canadian goose in the middle of it.
I never looked, and I filmed it.
I never noticed that.
2 years while it was being built.
Man, those things, they build those things in like a day and a half. Have you noticed that? One day there's a vacant lot, next day there's a Wawa.
Here's the thing. Let me introduce you to a fact that I did not know that I think is incredible. Incredible. They don't own the land. A management company buys the land, Wawa builds on there, and then Wawa rents the land for eternity until their store goes under. Why the hell would you do that? Whatever. That's how that works.
Yeah, that's an unusual deal. There must be some kind of crazy tax advantages to it or something.
And they're tearing through Florida, building them left and right.
Dude, it's crazy. They're all over Tampa now.
What?
The Wawas. I do love
the replacement of 7-Eleven, right? Or equivalent of 7-Eleven?
Nah, 7-Eleven sucks compared to Wawa, bro. Wawa's food is fantastic. 7-Eleven.
The food is unbelievable for a gas station.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy for a gas station, bro. They have like clam chowder soup and like corn chowder and like all sorts of greatness that I just got to stay away from.
I don't like to buy fish outside. I'm very picky about eating out.
It's pretty clean too.
They're very clean, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as to eat off the floor or anything, but it's clean.
No. Well, it's not a big behind, out of your eyesight place. In the back is just 2 storerooms. That's it. So you see them making it. So if you see them screwing up, that's when you turn around and say, no, I'll have another one. Not that one you just dropped on the floor.
5-second rule applies.
Yeah, but their sandwiches are really good, man. Their sandwiches are on point. I've never hated anything I've ever had from them. So it's about as cost efficient as going to somewhere like Firehouse Subs or a little step up from probably Subway meats. They do use boarhead meat in there too if you request it. So they got some pretty good meat.
Is that true? The
goose fun diversion?
Yeah.
I don't know if he made that up. Can't trust the guy.
What?
He said the goose comes from the meaning of Wawa, which means wild goose or land of the big goose. What the hell that word is? I don't know.
Ojibwe.
Yeah, what is that? That's language with clicks?
Like an Eskimo language.
I mean, that would, like I said, it would make sense. It goes along with the Canadian theme, even though it's not a Canadian company. It's weird.
Yeah, here in Gainesville, they never had a Wawa. Now they got 4.
Ray Kelly says he bought a thong at Walmart on sale here.
Put it on backwards.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, it's almost 10 o'clock. I got to roll because I got to go do some more.
I was at a client's house, and they have something like a dumbwaiter.
See you, Dan.
It's for the laundry chute. It goes into the basement where the fish tank is. All of a sudden, I'm looking in the basket, and I thought it was a thong, but it's freaking colored masks. People.
Toodles, Carlos.
Adios, Dan. Stay healthy. Keep breathing.
Yeah, man. Working on it.
Keep smiling.
Later.
Be happy. Be nice.
I'm going to jump off. I wanted to show.
I like to smile.
Which I can't show.
You've been trying to show that for 2 hours.
No. I can't make everything else so small that the picture is bigger. But the rebar on top of this is red, and the obviously the crane is yellow. So you can see in the, I took each color under 6 vector and just worked on the colors so they stand out, not the building or anything else, just the colors stand out. And I can't actually show it because it's too small for you guys to even see it.
Can you, if you make that the active window and hit the tilde key in Premiere Pro, it makes it full screen. Does that do the same thing? Did they copy that?
F, yeah, CF, Control F. Let me try it.
And
I don't
thought
know. I keep getting thrown off of this thing. So you see now on my computer, it's full screen.
Yeah, but it's black on StreamYard. Yeah,
I know. This is what I'm saying. And last time I threw myself off of here. Oh, I better put it under application window. Let's try that.
I think it's gonna be your ugly coochie
there you
mustache.
go. There you go.
But anyway, it's when you're singling out colors. It's like, this is a pretty boring damn site. But yet, you're on the water's edge here, Mitch. And the Indian River is right there.
Yeah.
They're building these friggin' skyscrapers, these things. There's 2 of them next to each other.
Well, people get
Across from the car dealers on US 1.
Well, they're sure building a lot of crap down here everywhere you go right now.
I don't trust any of this shit. It's sand.
Well, look at all the condos on all up and down the coast and the beach. That's just on sand, but they got a way of putting pilings down in there that seem to work, hold them up. Don't see too many of these big 40, 50-story skyscrapers collapsing along the beach. No rock. You don't get down like in New York, man. You sink down into rock.
Oh, yeah.
Those buildings aren't going anywhere.
Well, you look at Manhattan, and the areas that have rock under them have skyscrapers. The areas that don't have skyscrapers.
right in the middle.
Yep. And you got Central Park and all that there, too.
No, they just go down 40, 50 feet with 100 or 200 pilings.
It's amazing how many feet they actually go down between sewer, electric, gas, and all
In
these.
New York City, yeah, you got a whole city underground, don't you?
Amazing.
Even that waterway from the reservoir.
They're still building that too.
Yeah. That's getting rebuilt. Because in the old days, that was all old clay piping, wasn't it? Huge.
Well, now they have these big mold machines that just go in there and dig.
Those things I thought were cool.
Yeah. It's like a tank and a drill all in one.
Now, see, I timed this with the traffic light.
So you go out over the street?
So I can go out over the street.
Really?
And all I'm working on here is the color yellow and the color red.
You see those lines going up. What is that, a crane?
That's yellow crane and red rebar, and that's all I was trying to bring out. Because it's pretty boring, you know. But it's a partial of a building under construction. And you see it's right on the water. Look at that.
Yeah.
You want to live there? I don't.
No. Nope.
How about some of these houses that they got built on that tiny little stretch of land right on your driveway? You have to back out of your driveway right onto US 1.
Is that crazy?
And they get huge dollars for those things, too.
That is insane. And they're doing that. They're starting to do it down as you go down US 1. Well, you drove down it.
Yeah.
As you head towards Sebastian. They're starting
you got a postage stamp sized piece of land between the highway and the intercoastal. They figure out a way to build a house on it.
All right, what do I do here? Control F again? Yes. To get rid of that. Because escape didn't work. Now it did. Okay.
Did you know that the stamp went up to 55 cents today?
Oh, listen to this.
I didn't know it was that much.
The guy who just built his house across from me, right? It's a form, not even a government form or anything like it. It's a form from the driver Down here, Carlos, it's a mail driver, not a mailman. They don't come to your door and deliver the mail. They drive by in a truck, put it in your mailbox, and move on. But apparently your mailbox is only supposed to be on one side of the street. So your mailbox is not on your property.
No, across the street.
It's across the street.
On somebody else's property.
On somebody else's property. That's my point.
That's
they gave this guy, he put his mailbox in on his property, and she gave him, Lisa was her name, gave him a form letter that said it has to be across the street, 8 inches in. It's got a little picture. Nothing official about it. And of course, he's putting his mailbox on my property, so I was pissed. But I was more pissed at the fact that we blindly followed this bullshit. There's nothing official about the damn piece of paper she gave him.
It doesn't matter because she's not going to give you your mail unless you comply. So she's got you by the short hairs, right?
That's exactly what it says. We will not
your
deliver
mail
your
trucks,
mail.
The steering wheel on the left-hand side, opposite. The mail truck.
They have the steering wheel on the mail trucks is on the right-hand side.
It's regular.
It's regular, not opposite?
No, not like the rural ones. No, it's regular. Because they're only driving down one side of the street. That's it.
Because here in New York, it's not on the left like where it's supposed to. It's on the right-hand side.
Well, all the mail trucks, the little post office trucks, are all right-hand drive.
Oh, they are right-hand drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
They drive down the street and the mailboxes are on the right side. Right. They're not going to be driving down the left lane.
Well, they could make a U-turn and come back and do it, but
but still, they're going to reach out the window. They got to be on the house side of the car. They can't be on the other side.
No, I get why. But our guys, they carry it.
Well, you have to. What are you in a big city with row houses and apartments? You're going to have some guy. What's he going to do? Just throw it on the lawn?
Yeah, but my house was in a regular neighborhood, like down here, Mitch, quarter-acre property, and the man went from house to house delivering the mail at your door.
Never had that down here anywhere I've ever been in Florida. I had a mailman on foot. So that
who made up this idea down here?
I don't know. Those days are gone forever, I think.
I don't want my mail on someone else's property. I don't have control over it.
Listen, when I was living on the Intercoastal on Rockledge Drive, I had to have my mailbox across the street on the other guy's lawn.
Hey, Marcel.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That almost just sounds wrong.
No, it's just they don't want to have to go up the street and turn around and come back down the street. They want to go one way, dump all the mail, and away they go.
Imagine that, Carlos. They don't want to turn the truck around.
That means the sorter has to do more work at the office or at the
no. No. Tell me it's not true. For 50 years, my guy's name was John the Mailman. That was John the Mailman. He always came with that big-ass leather bag, delivering your mail every day to the door, just like the milkman did.
Yep. Well,
I've never seen such an ass-backwards system as life down here.
Yeah, I don't know.
And of course, you got to understand, down here, being part of a city council is a shitty job. It doesn't pay, and nobody wants it. So you're getting the best of the worst. These people couldn't read a contract if they wanted to. If you think I'm joking, look at the difference. Well, Adrian's not here. The difference in the garbage system between Mitch's house and my house. Mitch has garbage cans that are this friggin' big. Mine are this big, and I pay $30 friggin' a month now because only 400 people voted for the new system to get rid of WM. I didn't know that.
We still got waste management here. They do okay.
Yeah, and your cans were always bigger than ours. I don't know who the hell comes up with this crap.
You got can envy, Jim.
Aren't they 32-gallon garbage cans usually?
Oh, a lot bigger.
And there are these cans with the flip lids that the trucks come and break them every time. Just those trucks clamp onto those things and bang, boom, and then they bang them down. And pretty soon the lids are falling off of them.
Big ass.
There's got to be a better way.
I saw one, Mitch, where the guy was picking up the garbage can. It was too close to a bench the lady was sitting on waiting for the bus. Now, you can imagine what happened.
What, he knocked the bench over?
he like flipped her in the air. She did a full flip because it picks up the garbage can and throws it up into the truck. This poor lady. I mean, you gotta laugh, but
Yeah, I'm sure she called one of the many lawyers that advertise on TV every morning.
milk 'em, bilk 'em, and frisk 'em. Yeah.
Yeah, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Your garbage cans are provided by yourself, right?
No.
Oh, really?
The trash collection service, they have to be the right kind of cans that these trucks can pick up.
Oh, so the truck
give you
drivers
the
don't
cans.
actually pick it up and dump it into the back of the
No, it's all, they got this big hydraulic arm that
Claw.
clamps in and throws it overhead into the truck and bangs it back down again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And like Mitch says, somewhere in the middle, there's a bar that goes across it. Well, that bar gets crushed.
Oh, they destroy those things.
Yeah.
They don't pick them up just quite right. Those hydraulic clamp things have a lot of force to pick them
And
up.
you guys recycle blue cans? Or
Are you crazy?
You don't recycle?
We got yellow cans, but
I don't recycle. I don't buy any packaged stuff. I don't even. The only thing I got that I might recycle are water bottles, and I just fill them up. I reuse them. I just fill them up out of the tap.
Yep.
Yeah, my
I
tap water
recycle,
tastes better than the crap that comes in those bottles when you buy them.
I use a Brita.
If you look at the actual recycling numbers, only 9% of the crap that we recycle is actually reusable.
I heard it was sent to China. It wasn't even recycled.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's probably all floating around in the ocean somewhere.
But there's only certain kinds of plastic that can be remelted and reused. Now, cardboard's a different story. You can always reuse the cardboard.
Hey, Jim, thank you for having me, man. Good night to everybody. I'm about to leave, bro.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
gonna go too.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, Mitch, everybody in the chat. Jim,
Nice
thank
to
you
see
for
you
having
with
me.
a
Good
curved
night, man.
hat. You look very sexy today, unlike that other geek-looking straight hat. You look very nice today,
Thank you,
Adrian.
Carlos. And you look really ugly with your lights out. Go pay your light bill.
Yeah,
Stop
Carlos,
blowing
it's
kisses at me.
always good to fight with you. It's good to see you again.
Don't be blowing kisses at me, fool.
I love you, baby. You're so sexy.
You guys are all right.
I don't even know what his hat said tonight. It was a different
GFI
hat.
or
It
something.
looked like it was Muslim writing. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go. Hey, Carlos,
Yes, sir.
monster drone.
Whoa, dead cat.
This is.
Oh, you got it. You got the new flight
I
controller.
got, I got the new controller. It's got iNav on it, and everything's set up. It's got the.
Why does
the
it look
big-
so fat in the middle? Is there a battery in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a big battery
Oh,
here.
okay, that's why.
And I got the I printed this mount here on the back to hold the compass and the beeper, and I just finished setting it all up. It's got the DJI, and it's a heavy thing. It's 7-inch.
That's a 7-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, 7-inch.
All right, so let me see. You have antennas in the front.
Yeah, because the air unit is up here in the front,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
behind the camera. So I just stuck it. Looks like whiskers. doesn't it?
Almost looks like ears. Yeah.
It looks cute. Yeah.
No,
they,
it looks good though. It looks
antenna
good.
Bug
Yeah.
antennas.
Thing's a brick, though. I'd hate to get hit in the head with it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully get that out. And that one the other night that I installed the Emu flight on, I didn't get a chance to test that. So
Oh,
tomorrow,
that's right.
if the weather's nice, I'm going to take both of these out and test them out, see if they work.
Now,
or not.
is that a much newer system, Mitch? Because I was watching your show. I hadn't heard of that either.
Emu flight is been around a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's just another fork of clean flight, like beta flight
Okay.
and butterflight and all the other flights.
Better?
There's supposed to be a few things in the filtering, and there's a mode called Cine cam or something mode that couples yaw and roll together to supposedly makes it easier to fly. I don't know if I'm interested in that part of it, but everybody who flies it says, "Oh, it flies so good, it flies great." And I want to find out if that's just my Ford is better than your Chevy, or there's something really to it.
Right. All right,
we'll see.
guys. Well, thanks
All
for
right,
coming.
Tim.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Appreciate
fun. It was fun. Good deal. Let's go, Carlos. Let's put the boxing gloves away till the next time.
Yes, sir. Till Sunday.
Thanks, everybody in the stream. I'm ending it.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Take care, guys.